Now we're all hopefully a little bit warmed up. I can tell you what we are going to be doing for the next few weeks. So we are going to be looking at a balance routine. Now I hadn't initially meant to introduce a balance routine at this stage, but it occurred to me that if you're in a flat, then a drum solo with lots of stompy moves might be really annoying to the people downstairs. And that a veil routine, which is my other usual go-to after you've got a few steps under your belt, could knock everything over if you're in a confined space. So, a balance routine might sound difficult, but it's probably the best thing we can do right now. It is also the thing that I am absolutely worst at. So, if it all goes wrong, at least it'll be funny. So, we are going to start not with our balance exercises, that'll come in a minute, but with a look at something very similar to a step we've already done. Now, you may remember with our last choreography, we had these figure eights coming up, down, out, up and in, down, out, up and in. They turn into this beautiful flowing figure eight pattern. We are going to do the reverse. Sometimes called a Maya, particularly in American styles. It's just a figure eight vertical going down. So we go up the hip, lift your hip up. If you need to use your foot to lever it, try not to. Try and really feel your feet on the ground and just lift your hip. We're going to be doing this for our choreography with both heels off the ground anyway, so lifting a heel off the ground isn't going to help you when you actually need this. And there's a reason for that. So lift your hip, trying really hard not to lift your heel with it. Push out, down and in. Up, out, down and in. Up, out, down and in. Now you can make a bigger one by lifting your heel up and then you go up, out, really lean into it, down and in. And that can be nice for variety. But the most important thing is to make sure you've got the hang of just up, out, down and in. Once you've done one side, you move over to the other and we go up and out and down and in. Just drawing a circle, that one hip. And once we've got that, we can go on one side, up, out, down, in, and just as coming up, made the other hip go down for other ones, so coming down and in, lifts the hip and brings it up, ready to go up, out, down, in on the other side. So 1 on this side, 2, 1, 2, and we can pair them off. Now once you've got the hang of that, these are very good for going down in. You'll need to lift your heels for this part, probably. That's okay. So heels off the ground and we go down, 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 until eventually I drop out of sight altogether. And we can come up the same way, so we can go down, down, up, up. Feels a little bit like climbing a flight of stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've got the hang of that, one other trick you can do is to start your big circle. Really exaggerate this one. Yes, lift your foot if you need to. Make a really big, exaggerated lean out, and then pull it back the way you came. And out, and back, and out, and back, and out. And then you can either just in and carry on, or you can go out and come down into a big circle, putting yourself up on the other side. So that's out and back and out and back and out and back and out, all the way round to the other side. And of course on this hip we can do exactly the same thing. We go out and we put it in, and we go out and we put it in, and we go out and we put it in, and we go out all the the way around, back to the first side. So there's a very simple pattern you can use. It looks really good. It's a great way to play with an audience, to build up suspense. We're going to use it later on in this choreography. For now, just practice doing these ones, which you're going to need very, very soon. And going down, down, up, up. And if you've got the hang of those, then you can practice the out and back and out and back and out and all the way around. Okay, so moving on. I did say this was going to be a balance choreography, didn't I? So we should probably practice some balancing. Now, you may think I'm potty if I tell you it is much easier to balance if you don't have your feet flat on the floor. You can't see my feet, I know. This camera never shows my feet when I want people to be able to see my feet. But I promise you right now, I'm standing. My legs are slightly soft, my feet are flat on the floor, as they usually should be for belly dance, facing forwards, shoulders rolled back, chest lifted, head sort of lifted and looking at you. Hi there. For this routine, we need to bring the weight into the balls of the feet, lifting the heels just a tiny bit off the floor and bending just a little more. This is our starting position now. Knees slightly bent, weight in the balls of the feet and back into the hips. And this is quite stable. And the reason for this is that when you need to move, moving with your feet flat on the floor moves your body a lot more than having your heels up. So the weight is just in the balls, as little of you is moving as possible, and the upper body can more or less float along. Well, that's the theory. So we're going to practice just coming up and going down and coming up and going down on the balls of our feet. Yes, I know, this is the technique class. This is supposed to be the fun part. Why am I making you do boring work? You will need it later. So on the balls of your feet, knees slightly bent, and we are going to come up from that bent position and down to a deeper bend. And up and hold it for 5, 6, 7, 8 and down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and fours 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and twos 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So far so easy, yes? If it's not easy, you can put a hand on something to help yourself balance at this point, that's fine. Just do that section again. If it was easy, find yourself a balance prop. Prop can be anything you want, as long as you can balance it on your head. Traditional props include canes. Beaded canes are easier to balance because they grip the head. Swords, the candelabra or chamadam, which is used in the wedding zephyr procession and other performances. I have seen people balance a shisha pipe on their head. People balance water glasses. You can balance all sorts of things. I would ask, please don't try balancing lit candles on your head in an enclosed space or even in your garden, because the emergency services are busy enough right now without having a fire. And if you want to balance a water glass, that's brilliant, but maybe do it outside, away from anything precious or electrical or family pets who might just get really annoyed if it lands on them. Everybody drops things. Once you've got your prop, I want you to find its balance point, which you can do by putting it on your hand. So this is my sword, and the balance point is about there. Learn its balance point and practice just putting it on your head a few times so it's nice and stable. And taking it off and putting it on. And once you have done that, we're going to come back onto the balls of our feet, and we are going to go up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you. If your balance prop falls off your head, do not try to catch it unless it is something really soft and easy to handle like a cushion. And a cushion is fine, a book is fine. Anything you want to balance is fine as long as it's reasonably safe. If something like a sword falls off your head, do not try to catch the sword. Let it fall, jump back. Hope you didn't just smash your beautiful glass coffee table. And all will be well. I have had a sword fall on my foot before. It wasn't good. And that time, by the way, I did remember to let the sword fall. I may have been a little slow on the jumping out of the way side. And then the sword hit the ground and the sword rebounded and the point of the sword went through my foot. What I'm saying here is safety first, kiddos. And please think about your safety, not your props. So we're going to try that again. Take your beautiful balance prop, be it cushion, coffee cup, I hope not one that you really like, book, family pet, whatever it be, place it upon your head. Make sure it is secure. Up onto the balls of your feet, and we are going up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Take your prop off your head, give your head a shake, roll your shoulders. It can be a lot of work, even if you don't expect it to be, balancing something for quite a short time. And give yourself a round of applause. That is all the technique we have to work on today. It's time to move on to choreography.